What's up, everyone? Mark Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition, Exos Trainer. Rocking and rolling. Actually, April 8th, I will be going to get my CrossFit certification. That's right. I figure, hey, why not? I want to learn about it. What better way to learn about it than to be about it, than to learn their style, learn their technique, and actually get certified. I'm not saying I'm going to switch to CrossFit training. That's not going to happen. But I want to know about this style of training. Absolutely. With that said, here goes the Q&A. This is number 17, I believe. The beauty of these Q&As is that I don't read them beforehand. I have no idea what the questions are. I do no research. This is just me speaking off the top of my head. The downside is it might be disorganized. I might not know what the fuck I'm talking about, and you're going to have to go on memory. So, with that said, it's pretty much like a live chat session on the gram. So let's rock and roll with this. This one comes from Nick Wassick. No, I'm sorry. I already answered his. See, I told you I'd fuck up. This one comes from Jonathan Lawrence. Hey, Mark, love your shit, bro. Not sure if you have addressed the whole Dallas McCarver collapse, Arnold Australia 2017 yet. But do you think it was due to diuretics or possibly exhaustion from doing 3 shows one after another? Also, do you know if diuretics are used in natural competitions? Natural competitions, you are polygraphed and the winner is test for diuretics. So no, but you can use natural diuretics, ones that have things like taraxacum and dandelion root and yada, yada, yada. However, I will say, I'm surprised more bodybuilders don't pass out on stage. First of all, you're going to be very, very, very heavy. Not only are you very heavy, that's a lot of stress on the body, on the heart to pump blood. You're at a decreased, super low body fat where your body has very low energy levels in its body. You're pumping a lot of drugs through your system, most likely. Generally speaking, a 260 to 300 pound man at 4 to 5% body fat isn't going to be very healthy internally, so to speak. So whether they carb up with insulin or whatever, there's still a lot of stress on the body. I know a lot of guys back in the day, I don't know what they do now, but they used to carb up on insulin. I believe that's still a common practice. Not saying Dallas did this. Just speaking generally, I have no idea what Dallas did for the record. But let's look at Dallas in particular. Let's assume some variables that could have happened. Not only did he have the Arnold Classic a couple weeks prior, which was very demanding on his body, he had to fly for 20 hours, throwing off the water balance in his body, basically taking his body through a loop, air pressure's off. Not a very good thing for an athlete, especially in that condition. Let's assume he was dropping water. Even if he wasn't dropping water, the fact that he was that lean, it's very hard to hold water. When I'm that lean, I literally have to pee every 5 minutes because your body really has nowhere to put the water. It just kind of goes through you, you know what I'm saying? So let's assume he was extremely dehydrated for whatever reason. The strain of going on a show, the stress, that's a lot, and he collapsed. When I was at the Europa show a long time ago, one of Milos Sarsev's clients, this Russian guy, just a German guy, blew chunks all over the place. Milos is known for carving people up with insulin. Now, I don't know why Dallas passed out. Could be a health issue, could have had the flu, could have had whatever. The bottom line is, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know enough about his personal issue to really talk. For Pat O'Brien. Before I get to Pat O'Brien, I'd like to give a big shout out to Tony Huge from Enhanced Athlete. Just want to say, we've really forged a nice little friendship. I guess you guys never expected that. Again, like, I'm not for selling stuff that could be illegal, but again, wanted to say, you know, if you have any questions about that stuff, don't bother me. Because my answer is I don't sell it. I have no intentions on selling it. However, if you do have questions on SARMs, he seems like the dude to ask. That's by no means me vouching for him, but that's me just saying I have no idea who else I would trust except for him. And I don't know if I trust him on that, but he seems like a great guy. From Pat O'Brien, I got your book Drop Factor free with my order of subs. Love it, but my question is some days I train pretty late, and my last meal of the day is also my post-workout meal. What do you think I should do for the carbs? Honestly, just go down to 1 carb meal, or if you like pre-workout carbs, throw them there. My eating recommendation is based on what most people eat. So get done training, immediately suck down your Carb 10 MTS Whey overtraining solution shake. Get that in. Get home 45 minutes later, eat your pre-bed meal, which is also your post-workout meal. There you go. If you choose to, you can either double up the carbs in that meal, or you can move your carbs to your pre-workout meal if you like training on carbs. Me, personally, lately, I've been loving just having MTS Whey and peanut butter pre-workout. However, if you want to train on carbs, give it a shot. Move that, last meal or that post-workout meal or that second meal of carbs to pre-workout and see how you feel. If you feel it as your pump and you like it, that's great. Keep it in there. If not, take it out. Just have carbs with your post-workout shake and your pre-bed / post-workout meal. Excuse me. Fran Ramsden. Mark, big fan of MTS and Tiger Fitness. I know you are not a fan of ZMA for testosterone boosting claims. However, do you feel it's optimal to split vitamin regimen into the following 3 separate doses? Multi / vitamin D3 plus calcium / ZMA. No, I don't. Just get it in. I don't see the reason for it. Just take the fucking pills. You'll be good. And besides that, your diet should take care of what you really need. So in vitamins, minerals, all those supplements, they're just insurance. They're insurance. Your diet should provide it. If you are going to take calcium and ZMA, I don't really give a fuck when you take it. If you want to take it before bed, that's fine. Last I read, don't they recommend not taking calcium with ZMA? Go ahead and check that out. I believe that's what it is. However, I'm not gonna. I don't have my data in front of me. I'm just answering off the fly. Look into calcium and ZMA. But I believe calcium may hinder the absorption a bit, and you just want to take that ZMA before bed if you're that concerned with it. Kaylin James. Hey Mark, I am a soccer player in season, but I also want to make gains. I've been lifting for almost a year and a half now, about 10% body fat. Should I keep at maintenance calories or should I go slow mini bulk to about 14% then slow mini cut? Kaylin, during season, play soccer. Don't worry about gains. Get into the gym 1 to 2 times a week. Hit a heavier set. What I did with my daughter is pretty simple. Intra-season, I'd take her to the gym once a week. In that time, we'd hit about 60 to 70% of her max weight. And we do 1 to 3 quick and easy sets, not to failure, get it in, get it out. I get the entire power lifts done in one session. I do bench or a dumbbell bench version or even push-ups for her because she's an 11-year-old girl. Deadlift and squats. I do all 3 of those, then we get out of the gym. During the season, don't worry about gains. Worry about gains in the off season or in the gain season or in the get better season. During season, do not worry about gains because you're going to be running 7-8 miles a game and there's no way you're going to make them gains. Worry about being a great soccer player. Train for specificity in the off season. That's when you make gains. From KB Kerr, if Dorian Yates was right video, you talk about your new exo split of upper push, upper pull, lower pull. Are you able to give a rundown of what those workouts look like exercise-wise? That'd take me a long-ass time to do on here. Just know that it will go up. We have our new platform from Tiger Fitness up. I'm hoping by April 15th. So just give me have some patience, but when it goes up, it will be worth it. We have descriptive videos for every single workout, for every single phase. Took me a long time. It was boring as hell to film, but we got it done. You're going to love it. Just please be patient. It would take me a long time because I literally have over 2 hours of footage for that video, and I can't condense that into a Q&A, and I apologize for that. Craig Mack. Wasn't he that rapper? I'm kicking new flavor in your ear, time for new flavor in your ear. I'm kicking brand new flavor in your ear, Mac, brand new flavor in your ear. Craig Mack, 1,000 degrees. No? Okay. What do you think of someone using a glucose disposal agent on a low-carb keto-adapted diet? Any need for it or no, considering the length of time being without carbs? I don't think it's going to do much because you're not really disposing any glucose. If you do, however, have carbs in your post-workout shake, which I recommend because I'm not a keto guy, that'd be a great place to put it. Or if you have a carb-up meal, that'd be a great place to put it. However, on straight keto, I don't see a point. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone has a different idea. I just don't, with my scope of knowledge on that right now, have that answer any different than what I have. From Tad Dwyer. Does the body build up a tolerance to your Himbine? I usually cycle drop factor in Barracuda. Should I cycle Himbine as well? I don't see a need to cycle drop factor, especially the new version with teacrine. Teacrine avoids the tolerance issue that you have with other stimulants because of the teacrine. Barracuda, I'm actually doing a study right now, guys. This is big news. I got a study going on the Insurgent Barracuda stack. It's going to be 8 weeks in duration, and it's going to be published once we get it done. We just made that happen, so we are getting that done. Everybody says, do studies, do studies. You got it. I got 3 studies coming to you by the first quarter of next year, I'm hoping, if everything goes well. I don't see there any need to cycle Yohimbine. Maybe someone disagrees with me on that, but I think Yohimbine should be fine not cycled at all, in my opinion. Christian Jordan Cruz. When do you prefer to take Peak Physicore? I've been taking it in the morning, but I was wondering if pre-workout would be more optimal. It doesn't matter. I take mine in the morning. However, on the label, I say in the morning or pre-workout. If you miss those doses, take it any other time. Physicore and Pico 2 build up in your system. They're kind of like creatine where it doesn't matter when you take them, just take them. The answer is breakfast or pre-workout are 2 great times to take it. If you don't get those times, just take them whenever you can take them. Does that answer your question, my brother? From Jesse Carr, first off, thanks for taking time to do this Q&A stuff, man. It's awesome. Second, say you have a soda or something sweet. Is there anything that can be done to suppress or cancel out all the extra insulin you can spike with the sugar? Honestly, just don't drink the soda. Have a diet soda. Why would you even do that? If you combine it with a fat source, it might blunt it a little bit. The thing is, a combination meal, when you take protein and carbs together, it has a greater insulin spike, and it all comes down to the bolus of the meal. Eating 1,000 calories is going to have more of an insulin spike than eating 200 calories. So assuming you just drank a can of soda, I'd imagine that a tablespoon of peanut butter would probably slow it down a bit. But the short answer is just fucking have some self-restraint and don't drink the regular pop, as they say in Minnesota. Dylan Turner, when will Peak Physicore be back in stock on Tiger Fitness? Simple answer will be, it will be mid-April. It's going to be done bottling next week. It has about a week in quality control, and then it's on its way to our Vegas and our Ohio locations to make it to your house. James Coble, are protein shakes just as good as real food? I believe they are. Rich Piana says they're garbage. Rich Piana, the same man who said protein powder's junk, then came out with egg white crystals. The guy's about as credible as fucking Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump in a fucking battle of truths. I mean, it's like watching Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump try to tell the truth on a fucking debate stage. Come on. The guy said supplements are junk. He came out with a supplement line. Now he says powders are junk, but yet he has a protein powder. Because egg white, it's in crystal form. It's magical, right? At the end of the day, it's all macronutrients. Whey protein, see, he came out with egg white protein, right? That has a biological value of 100. Whey protein has biological value of between 110 and 160. It's higher than the highest. It's higher than 100. Whey protein is so high, they had to actually go beyond the benchmark of egg to get it that way. Not only is whey protein as good as real food, I can argue that it's more biologically available, which means that it is superior to real food, but I'm not going to say that. Why? Because I like you to chew food. I think it's unhealthy to just live on liquid. Me, personally, I have about 3 protein meals, including my post-workout shake, along with 2 to 3 whole food meals. I eat between 3 to 6 times a day now, and 1 to 3 of those are whole food, okay? And 2 to 3 of those are liquid. And I believe that whey protein has very beneficial effects on fat loss due to its anorectic effects, on immune function due to its immunological effects, and due to a lot of factors, whey protein is superior. So I will say MTS whey is not only superior or just as good as food, but I will also say that it's superior to his shitty product as well. Shitty because he said that powders don't work. Hypocrisy is something I don't sit well with, you know? And to come out with something just because there's a niche after you built your name by saying that something's garbage is just insulting to those of us who actually give a fuck about what we do for a living and know what we do, okay? That's all I got to say. It's kind of embarrassing to the industry. Sometimes, Mark McGee, sometimes Vasky blows my veins up, sometimes nothing. Why? I think it's maybe hydration and diet. Supplements do just that. They supplement your program. They don't substitute. So if you're not eating properly, if you don't have enough sodium or electrolytes in your body, and you're not hydrated, there's no amount of Vasky in the world that's going to make up for that. Okay, brother? From Randall Hernandez. Hey, Mark, any thoughts on the pro hormones that are out there? I hate them. I believe all of them will have some degree of hepatotoxicity, and I just don't believe they're necessary. But if you want to buy them, I'm not the man to ask about their efficacy. Again, I will defer to, I believe, Tony Huge over at Enhanced Athlete is the guy I defer to at this point, because I just don't know enough, and he's the only guy I know to really tell you guys about, because I like it. Chris Muncie, Mark, huge fan. Is there a Substack you suggest from MTS for good all-around muscle building and fat trimming? Absolutely. You know what? I don't know your budget, but here's what I like. Machine Fuel during training, the new Clash, which hits in about 2 weeks in pre-workout. MTS Whey as a whey protein source. And also for muscle, I like Insurgent, Peak Physicor, okay, for sure. Tyrant and Drop Factor. Look at those. But again, MTS Nutrition has a ton of options. It depends on your budget and what your overall goals are. Because muscle building and fat trimming, that's everybody's goals, but we can't always get what we want. You can't always cut and build muscle at the same time. So that's why I'm saying Insurgent, Peak Physicor, Tyrant, Drop Factor, MTS Whey, Machine Fuel, and a good pre-workout with creatine beta-alanine like Clash. That's a good cycle. That's a good stack. Not cycle, but stack. But just depends what you can afford. From Robert Miller, do you believe there's an upper limit to how much lean mass a natural lifter can gain? Absolutely not. I believe you keep gaining. I mean, just keep training hard, keep going hard. Look at Robbie Robinson. He's in his 70s. He's obviously not on a heavy stack. Dude looks fucking awesome. You know, you look at all the natural pros like Marshall Johnson. Marshall Johnson is 56, 57 years old or some shit like that. He's still winning pro shows, not Masters pro shows. He's winning pro shows. The key is consistency. Just stay in the gym, keep training hard, keep eating right, and don't fall off. I don't believe there's a natural limit at all. Your natural limit can always be improved. It might not go up by a pound a week, but even if you gain 0.2 pounds of muscle a year, that's still beating your previous limit. Timmy Cruz, why Carb 10 before workout opposed to another carb source like rice, etc.? Because Carb 10 not only has the benefit of being fast absorbing and getting your system to supply your muscle with the nutrients and energy it needs, but Carb 10 is also going to lack that insulin spike. So you're getting the carbs into your muscles very efficiently, but you're not risking that insulin crash during your workout. Louis Martinez, any new flavor plans for MTS? Adobada flavor would be awesome, and 2 people would buy it, you and your cousin. Okay, at the end of the day, we have a new form of protein coming out. I just finalized it today. It's going to blow your guys' mind. No one else has come out with it before. It's a new method of taking protein that I'm so proud of that I just got done today. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. I will end on you, Timmy. I will end on you, Louis Martinez. The next question up will be from Vanessa Suttles Redford. And hers is on making big gains in her lower body. And I appreciate you guys. If you want to send in questions, don't email them and don't comment on them. Go to facebook.com/Mark Lobliner, facebook.com/MarcLobliner. The first post, it's stickied. The title of it says, here's the verbiage. It says, 3rd round of Q&A questions all answered. Doing a Q&A series that I'll publish on Facebook and YouTube. On that post, ask your question and I'll answer it. And you know what I mean. That's not a game.
So I'm looking at my email this morning. I get a mass email from one of the other sites that sell supplements that you're just a number to, right? They were bragging that one supplement line was free shipping. Bro, if you order over $99 in product in the continental US, any day of the week, free shipping. Anywhere in the US, at continental USA. Free shipping on orders over $99 at tigerfitness.com. Why even look at the other guys? And also, we ship from Vegas and Ohio. Most places in the US are a 1 to 2 day ship, and that's not a game.